Hey, Shalom, it's your brother Yawanathan. First and foremost, want to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem Rakah Kadash. Want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And I want to say Shalom to all the brothers and, of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. All right, may the blessing of election be upon your house. Now, the security guard at the Tops grocery store in Buffalo that was shot up recently, before that happened, he successfully exhibited that he was able to build a hydrogen engine, an engine powered on water, all right, which would make gas obsolete. Now, back in the, I believe the 80s or the 90s, I'm not sure, a guy named Meyer was successful at making a water engine. He too met a strange demise. You know, it said I think the coroner report said he was poisoned, I believe. If I'm wrong, one of the brothers can correct me on the comment board, but you know, he fell, you know, he met an abrupt death. Now, this guy, the grocery store where he works, you know, retired officer, just so happens, you know, that, you know, he's a victim of the shooting. Now, I'll say this. I'm mentioning these things, but no deliverance is going to take place from, you know, any invention that we could come up with on this side, because the Lord has the curses upon us to where we're going to have to go to our enemies for one and need of all things. And we're going to have to depend on him in the time of Jacob's trouble when it really amplifies. There's not going to be any alleviation, you know, from the hell, okay? The only alleviation from the hell is leaning on Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and that's how he wants it. Which is why, you know, when any of our people try to stand up, the Lord, you know, he shuts that down. He allows it to be shut down. But back to the point, the guy successfully built this water engine. So I'm gonna show you the video, and then we'll bring out the precepts and just talk about the nature of this very devil, what we've been identifying for years, you know, from our apostles and elders on down, man. The wicked has been identified. Went all the way back to the 60s with, you know, Abba Bivens. And it's even clearer and clearer today. All right, so let me get this clip for you guys.
Security guard who has arrived in Buffalo invented a machine that makes gas null and void.
You got your hydrogen for your electrolysis. You got your batteries, your water. I want you to notice that you can get a shot of showers. There's no water in okay. Tank is empty. We're going to need water in a minute. This is an agitator. So, we're going to do 4 experiments today for the patent examiners. The first one, you do need electrolysis. But what my system has done
is this the reason for the Buffalo massacre?
Of the residue that's produced by the electrolysis. So we're going to actually start this vehicle without any electrolysis. The second one, we're going to fill the water tank with water. And again, we're going to be able to start it without electrolysis and run this engine. How long, we'll find out. Then we're going to turn the hydrogen generator on, and we're going to let that produce some gas, and then we're going to see how long the engine runs with the hydrogen.
His name is Aaron Salter.
Only. And then the fourth one, we're going to use the combination of the hydrogen generator, the agitator, and we're going to see how long it runs together.
So he was getting ready to take it and show it to the people so he could patent his invention. Wrong move. So the devil being the devil that he is, man, I'm pretty sure, and we all know, that was orchestrated. Things are never really what they seem, man. We know that everything here in Babylon the Great is a psyop. All right, but let's get some precepts. All right, this is Psalms 59:3. It reads, "For lo, they lie in wait for my soul. The mighty are gathered against me, not for my transgression, nor for my sin, O Lord." They have that perpetual hatred like it talks about in Ezekiel 35. And they sleep not lest they cause them to fall. And who are they trying to cause to fall? The nation of Israel, man. They know they got to get us out of the way because of the power that backs us, because they want their everlasting kingdom. They hate the blessing wherewith we were blessed with. See, our kingdom is going to be an everlasting one. Theirs is a temporal one, and they're trying to change that. All right? So let's read it again. Psalms 59:3. "For lo, they lie in wait for my soul. The mighty are gathered against me, not for my transgression, nor for my sin, O Lord. They run and prepare themselves without my fault. Awake to help me, and behold." So yeah, we one of the things we should always be doing, we should be praying. We should be, paying attention, not letting this devil's plans go over our heads. And it should never go over our heads because it's written what he's trying to do. Okay? Now, I also want to mention that this devil, it would directly or blatantly go against his plans. I don't know if I mentioned when I first started to listen, but it would directly go against his plans for there to be an alternative to gasoline in the days to come, to where, people are still able to move around and there's some kind of alleviation from the squeeze that he's trying to put on the people. This man having that patent and people rushing to him to try to get this going, that would throw, a bit of a wrench in his plans. All right, because we know it's also stated in Second Ezra, that a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. So it's not going to be a lot of freedom of movement. I'm assuming they're going to use the pestilence to do that. I'm assuming it's just going to be hard to just go from place to place because of the prices of everything, because of the inflation. But yeah, man, they knocked this guy off the same way they knocked Stan Meyer off years before. All right, so we're here in 1 Peter 3:16. All right, and this reads, "Having a good conscience, that whereas they speak evil of you," because we know the demonization is coming as well, right? "As of evildoers, they may be ashamed that falsely accuse your good conversation in the anointed, in the Mashiach." All right, for it is better if the will of God be so, that ye suffer for well-doing than for evil-doing. All right, because we know there's a reward that comes with this suffering patiently. Let's actually go get that. This is Baruch, the 4th chapter and the 25th verse. All right, it reads, "My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from Yahweh. All right, for thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction." We just have to endure unto the end that we might be saved. But we know the persecution comes, but we know at the end of it, we know we win in the end. We know that. So right now is the time to be building up our spirit to continue to walk in that and understand and not be shaken up by what's getting ready to take place here up in front of our faces. "And shalt tread upon his neck." It says, "But shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck," man. And we got to continue to walk in that confidence and understand, like, look, yeah, I'm gonna catch a little hell, but if I stay faithful, if I remain locked in and I'm not worried about what he could take away from me. There's a saying that they have in the world. It goes, you can control a man if you know what he wants, because you either give it to him or you take it away. All right, so what we want, this devil can't give. We want the kingdom. We want the new heavens and the new earth. So in turn, there's nothing he could, give or take away from us. And that's why it's so important not to be detached from this place, man, to come out of this place spiritually. Because once you do, there's nothing that he could give or take away to manipulate you therewith. Okay? So, just a quick lesson for you guys, man. Lord willing, you got something from it and it was edifying. I want to give all praises once more to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And I want to say shalom to all the brothers and, of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. All right, may the blessing of election be upon your house. Yeah, man, Edom Nasazakba, put me on this app, this Prism Live. I figured out how I could just do regular videos on it too without going live, because it's not letting me connect my YouTube to it right now. Maybe I'll figure that out later. And by the way, I'm on this Jim and Shawan page, on this page, my main page now, because the other one was deleted. You know, I had 3 strikes on that one, so they got me out of there. Yeah, so I'm over here now. All right, so with that being said, man, Shalom.